So welcome friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're joining. Thanks for joining. Today we have an exciting session with my friend Paul Wilkinson. You have probably seen him on the social media a lot. He's a very active and avid follower and user of social media. Today we're going to talk about various aspects in the digital transformation and service management transformation in an organization. And I'll be asking Paul a series of questions based on our experience and based on what some of you had put into the question pack. So we will expect Paul to respond to that. So thank you, Paul, for joining. A little bit on Paul. Paul has been working with Gaming Works for the last 18 years. He has helped develop a lot of good stuff, content for Gaming Works, and he's one of the designers for the Mars Lander game, and we'll talk a little bit about that game as well. And that has a very, very direct impact and effect on the service management that we talk about. He's also a very senior speaker. He's spent a lot of effort on speaking on ITSMF and various forums. And also on a nice note, he's also been a cartoonist and used a lot of his creative self into following those images for the rest of us to really cherish. So thank you, Paul, for your time and welcome to this session.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm looking forward to hearing the questions.
Yeah, thank you, Paul. Now, if you look at the new age best practices, whether it is lean IT or agile or DevOps, now digital transformation, all that is talking about collaboration, working together, teamwork, and so on and so forth, right? So it's all working together, whether it's remote or local, but working in teams. So one of the questions that kind of comes up is, how do we really build, how do we really create high performance teams within our organizations?
Yep. Once again, I bring the concept of high performing teams back to the guiding principles in ITIL. Now, one of the core guiding principles is called collaborate and promote visibility. Now, collaborate is a core capability, needs to be. I think in a recent DevOps skills survey, they even said one of the core skills that is breaking down and needs to be developed is collaboration, end-to-end collaboration. We've worked so long now in IT in silos, dev, ops, them, us, incident management, problem management. They're all silos. We built structurally silos in every single thing we do. And what we've now got to do is break those down, develop trust and confidence in each other so that we work together. Now, here's one of the exercises we do in the games, and in my mind, it's absolutely shocking. I'll often ask teams in a game, so it's all about collaboration. What does effective collaboration look like? What behaviors am I going to see today? And I let them make a flip over. Yeah, we listen to each other. We escalate. We prioritize our work. We inform the customers. I let the team tell me what they want effective collaboration to look like. And I'll then say to them in the game, is this the way you want to behave as an end-to-end team? Yes. Okay, let's start the game then. We then start the game. What happens? Everybody totally ignores the list of behaviors they made. And it all goes on. They don't listen to each other. They don't escalate. Nobody gives feedback on the behaviors when somebody doesn't do it. They just do their thing. And then when it all goes wrong, I reflect again. And I said, who owns these behaviors? Yeah, we do is the answer. Okay, well, where was the we when it went wrong? Where was the we giving feedback when people didn't stick to the procedures? Who took control to do that? Teams realize how difficult it is to actually adopt and apply new behaviors. It's hard. It's really hard. You've got to practice it and you've got to take feedback. Hey, I thought we said we were going to do this and I can see that you're not doing it. Why are you not doing it? Did you forget? Do you not have the skills? Do you want help? Do I need to coach you? Do I need to mentor you? The only way you get high performing teams is to continually practice. Just like a high performing athletic team, practice, 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 practice with feedback and improvement. Every team in the world that is good practices, takes feedback and improves. We don't do that in IT. We just say, here's your process, off you go, there's ITIL, you're on your own. And we say, you all have to be an effective team. You all have to start collaborating. Yeah, sure. But nobody knows what that means. What behaviors are we trying to practice? What behaviors do we want to consistently, repeatedly, sustainably see in the organization? And when you don't see it, you have to correct it. Not as a manager, the team has to correct it. That's when you've got a high-performing team. They don't wait for the manager to give them feedback. They don't wait for the manager to correct. They do it as a team. They've got trust in each other, they respect each other, and they feel safe enough to give each other feedback. Because they're not giving feedback to the person, the individual, they're giving feedback to the behavior that we agreed we were going to do together. So that's how you create high-performing teams. Define the behaviors, practice, give feedback, and consciously improve. Make small improvements all the time.